His Excellency, the father of modern Akwa Ibom,
Yes.
Obong Victor Atta, made a statement that thrilled me just a few days ago.
Yes.
He talked about the MRO, why the federal government should adopt it as the hub for West Africa.
Yes.
He also said something very striking, because we in Open Forum, we have worked on a number of things.
That's true.
One, Ibom Power Company. That power company has issues. Sometimes people try to play around with words and propaganda sets in and even bring out the truth. People feel that, oh, why is he talking like this? Abongota says that Ibom Power should not be privatized. And we have a number of issues, how some persons are trying to do somersault, abracadabra here and there. Now, you started Akikop, which is the... Akipok. It was Akipok then, turned to Akikop.
Yes.
What will be your recommendation on some of these, particularly like Ibom Power Company that Obongota has spoken about?
I'm glad you raised the issue, because Akipok established Ibom Power Company under the leadership of Obong Victor Atta, because we felt that without power, you can't go anywhere. In fact, research shows that if you increase power supply by 1%, GDP of the economy will increase by 3.5%. So we started the Ibom Power Company under Obong Atta's leadership. And by the time Obong Atta left, that project was 80% completed. Okay? The problem then was, and Atta fought very hard, that why should we generate international grid? They now give us some. We should be able to do everything.
That's right.
He fought that struggle until he left. But recently, as you are aware,
that has been achieved.
They moved power to a concurrent list.
Absolutely.
So this state has no excuse not to have 24-hour power supply.
That is true.
And you will see small and medium-scale businesses thriving, even new ones being started, because you need power.
Yes.
Why there's a constraint, honestly, I do not know, because I know that the government that came after Governor Atta did not take it serious, to be honest. Okay. Did not take it serious at all. We were the first to have a power company in the federation, except the Enron issue in Lagos State.
Lagos State.
Yes. And we invested a lot of money. We even had external aid, external loan.
Yes.
I remember I brought some of my friends from Afro-Exim Bank. The recently outgoing Afro-Exim Bank president at that time was a program manager also. He's a very close friend of mine. We brought him here, and they gave us some money for the Ibom Power.
Yes.
We brought in a global leg from UK. Went very far. And we went to China to get turbines. So, if any state should have power supply 24 hours, it should be Akwa Ibom. So I'm glad that the current governor I've read has revisited the issue. And I heard about the controversies, and I said, look, they should look for the experts, the people who were involved in that project. For example, Professor Okonansa was involved in that project.
Professor Okonansa.
Vice Chairman was involved in that project. Clement Isok was involved in that project. And they all were reporting to Akipok, which I was chairman. But all of a sudden, they ignored the experts, and then it became, in my view, became a disaster. Luckily, this current government is trying to revive it. I read that they had an energy summit. Which is okay, but we don't need to spend much money on this
talking.
Yes, we should just address the issue so that we can have power, all over the state.
Well, if you are tuning in, this is Open Forum with Citizen MKO, and we are on Memories 96.5 FM in New York, and we are honored to have a very eminent, one of the best brains when it comes to economy, globally respected Professor Akpan Ekpo with us, and the things we are talking about is so deep. And being that Open Forum is an ideas bank, we want to let you know that we have done a series on Ibom Power. To the extent that we've done a press conference, we've sent letters to His Excellency. Why? Because a company that is also a contractor was given the contract to audit Ibom Power, and we raised alarm. And that company submitted its report. The staff there reacted that the company never even came to Ibom Power to do audit. A report was submitted. And we were wondering, is it possible to give an auditing job to a contractor who is also an interested party? We are on it, and we have facts. We have information. That's why we try to make it available to the governor. We write, we do memos, we send privately, we talk with some persons. Unfortunately, some persons would rather want things to go on through propaganda. We don't do that. And so you are hearing that from us. We cannot go on with that conversation, but the truth of the matter is Obama has spoken, and we are going to do more on that as well as on other industries, because Akikop is unlike Akipok. Then we have even raised issues with the current budget where it has been given about 31 or so billion capital, and we have said, what does Akikop do? We've asked the governor to audit the services, what they have been doing, because most of the industries have failed, and they are failing, and we are running a series which we will not hold back.